Unit 1, Renaissance Music. 6. Instrumental Music. There was a large variety of instruments in this period, and they began to be subdivided into families. But composers in this period did not yet specify on their scores the number or type of instruments that should play their music, so normally it was played with the instruments available at any given time. We can say that the orchestra, as we know today with a specific number of musicians and instruments divided in families, did not yet exist. The only criterion that they used was to group instruments according to their level of sound or volume, with two major divisions. Short or loud instruments, formed by instruments that sound loud and used to play in open-air celebrations and processions, such as wind instruments and percussion instruments. Bars or soft instruments, formed by instruments that sound soft and used to play in indoors palaces, such as some wind instruments and string instruments. Renaissance instruments. Now, we're going to study the most important Renaissance instruments. Firstly, the string family. In the string family, there were plucked string instruments, bowed string instruments and keyboard instruments. A. Plucked string instruments. The most important plucked string instruments were the lute and the viol. The lute was highly appreciated throughout Europe. The viol was the most popular instrument in Spain. Other plucked string instruments were the psaltery and the harp. B. Bowed string instruments. The most important bowed string instruments were the family of viola. For example, the viola da braccio and the viola da gamba. In the Renaissance, People preferred the family of the violas rather than the family of the violins. This would change in the Baroque. In the wheel fiddle, the player turns a wheel that bows the string. C. Keyboard instruments. Among the key instruments, we can highlight the harpsichord or spinet and the virginal. Wind family. In the wind family, we can found woodwinds, brass and organs. A. Woodwinds. In the Renaissance, there were two types of flutes, recorders and traverse flutes. They were made of wood. The shawms had a double reed mouthpiece. They were the predecessors of the oboe and their bassoon. The big one is called kettle. B. Brass instruments. Cornet and serpent. They were made of wood and have holes instead of valves. In spite of being made of wood, we can classify the cornet and the serpent family as a brass instruments because they have a similar mouthpiece and a similar sound to the current brass instruments. Natural trumpet and natural horn were made of metal, but they didn't have valves. They were used with military purpose. The sackbut was the antecessor of the trombone. C. Organs. In the Renaissance there were organs and portable organs. Percussion family. All the instruments used in the Middle Ages continue to be used, such as the nakkara, and in addition the timbale, a membrane instrument hit with sticks.